Hi children, how are you? Today we are going to continue the unit energy. Okay, strain energy or elastic strain energy. Strain energy is also called the elastic potential energy. Work has to be done to stretch a material. We know that. Before the elastic limit, all this work done is stored as the potential energy. This stored energy is called elastic strain energy. Some materials we can squash, stress or bend, but in the case of spring we can't. Why? Look here, the spring back into its original shape when the force acting on them is removed. In the case of rubber bands, it also stretched but it returned to their original shape. What about the elastic cord or spring beneath a sun lounger? And then what about the diving board? In all cases, it stores strain energy. Chemical energy. The chemical energy is caused by chemical reaction. Why? The chemicals are made from atoms and these atoms are joined together to form molecules. So the chemical energy is stored in the links between the atoms. For example, food, coal or battery. Food means glucose or carbohydrates. It broken down to release energy for the body to store and use when at the time of respiration. So food contain chemical energy. Next is the fuel. In homes, fuel is used to heat water to produce steam for generating electricity in power stations, etc. Sound energy. Sound is produced when an object vibrates. The vibration is transmitted through a solid or a liquid or a gas. When the object vibrates, the energy moves backwards and forwards. Electrical energy. Electric current is the movement of electric charges through a conductor. What is a conductor? It allows heat or electricity to pass through them. Electric charges are given electrical energy by the battery. Then how we know it contains electric energy? If we give this energy through a circuit, the lamp will light up or heat will produce. Thermal energy or the internal energy. All the substances are made from particles. They possess a certain amount of energy for movement. When the substances is heated, this movement is increased. In solid, the movement is to and fro movement. We know what is to and fro. In liquid, the movement is more quickly. But in the case of gases, it can move freely in all direction at high speed. A gas has a higher internal energy than a solid or a liquid. Why? Because the particles in a gas are further apart, which means they have more potential energy and they have more kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means movement. In this case, kinetic energy and the potential energy are equal. So internal energy is the sum of kinetic and potential energies of the internal motion of particles that make up an object. Understood? Electromagnetic energy. Electromagnetic energy travels in waves. In these waves, the waves have some electrical properties and some magnetic properties. Electromagnetic waves are split into 7 groups according to the wavelength. See, this is the structure of the wave. Look at the picture. Here two crust and then one trough is there. The two characteristics of a wave are the amplitude and the wavelength. The amplitude is the height of the crust or the depth of the trough. Understood? The amplitude is the height of the crust and the depth of the trough. The wavelength is the distance from the top of one crust to the top of the next crust, or from the bottom of one trough to the bottom of the next trough. So what is wavelength? The wavelength is the distance from the two crust or two trough. Different forms of electromagnetic energy have different wavelengths. Example: microwave, infrared light, visible light, ultraviolet light, X-rays, gamma rays, etc. Look at the picture. Here, different wavelengths. We can see the different wavelengths. Which radiation energy has the longest waves? Can you see that one? Look, radio waves. The radio waves have the longest wave. Which radiation energy has the shortest wave? Look at the gamma rays, that are the shortest waves. And then which radiation energy can our eyes detect? Look here, visible light. Got it? Light energy. Light is the energy that we detect with our eyes. The light energy escaping from the sun can be spread out by a prism or a shower of raindrops to form clouds of rainbow. You know the rainbow. Because why? Because our eyes see different wavelength of light as different colors. Thank you.